Okay, so I was, what are you doing? You need to go over there? No, I haven't been over there. I don't want to. Okay, sorry. I was the dog. Come on, it's fine. Not my dog, just some random dog that follows me. um, I know where the dog lives, but like way down the road, like a mile or two down the road. But anyways, back in the day, see, people think that that like a man's sons are his own kids, right? I mean, that's what you would think, right? Like, but here's the thing, right? Back in the day, when a man was in a position of power, any of his brothers or his sisters who married men and had kids, any of those men that were born of his blood, of the king's blood, right, or the ruler's blood, anybody who was in power, if a male, carried the bloodline of him, that male was considered his son. Because if you think about it, he is the top, right? He's the top of the food chain, of that hierarchy, of that bloodline, right? He's the one in power. Look at this rock. There's a rock. This isn't concrete. This is a fucking boulder, okay? It's underneath the ground like an iceberg. You only get to see the top. But anyways, so if he's the king, right, his bloodline, anything that comes after him, like, or below him, right, it doesn't matter whether it's his direct kid from him impregnated a woman, or if it's his sister's kid or his brother's kid, because his bloodline is not pure unless he's inbred, which they didn't do that back then. They didn't inbreed because they knew better. That's only some Rothschild weird shit. Supposedly, I don't know if that's true or not, but this is what I heard. I have no idea. I don't fucking care. I don't even know who the fuck the Rothschilds are. I don't even know who the fuck they are. So, but anyways, like I said, I'm just parroting something I've heard. Anyways, so yeah, they're not inbred, okay? But any male born of that ruler's blood was thereby deemed his son. The sons of your brother are the brothers of your sons. The sons of your brother are the brother of your sons. That was the saying back then. The sons of your brother, so your nephews, are the brothers of your sons. Meaning that your brother's kids are the brothers of your kids. Because there's no cousins, okay? Because there's no cousins. There's no such fucking thing as cousins. There's brothers and sisters, that's it. And mothers and fathers, that's it. There's no grandparents, great-grandpa, nothing like that. It's your dad, your dad's dad is your dad's dad, your dad's dad is your dad's 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 dad, you know, and so on. And your mom's mother is your mom's mother's mother, or your mom's mother is the daughter of her mom, and her mom is the daughter of her mom, and her, you know what I'm saying? So each man is the son of his father, and each son only serves one father, the All-Father, Odin. You know what I'm saying? Like so Loki and Thor were not brothers by the same man. They were brothers by two different men, because whatever that bitch's name was that was with Odin, she cheated on Odin, and that's where Loki came from. That's why Odin and Loki didn't get along, and that's why Thor and Loki didn't get along, is because Loki, he was not related by full blood. And Thor, or no, Thor was Odin's son. Loki was not Odin's son. So Thor was a thorn in the side of Loki, and that's why Loki killed his other brother, is because he was mad at Thor. Go, get on my way, dog. So and humans have conflated and confused the narrative so much because the original is gone. You guys try to like understand the source without ever having the fucking source, because you pass down information for so long. It's a giant game of telephone, and nobody can figure out what the fuck is actually happening. And you guys think that you know what's going on, but you have absolutely no idea. I don't know what's going on either, by the way, but I know the truth, and I know reality. I know all that, but like, I don't know what the fuck's going on. But what's going on is what I just told you. But I don't claim to know anything. I don't know anything other than what I have lived. Like, I know for a fact that I'm walking in the fucking grasslands of the mountains. By the way, the mountains are not like a biome, okay? Like, they're not like the forest and the swamp and the jungle and the mountains. No, the mountains can contain all of those. There, you can have a swamp in the mountains. You can have a forest in the mountains. You can have a jungle in the mountains. The Congo. You can have you know what I'm saying? Like the mountains are one thing that house or contain many, like a siphonophore. And so shit, I lost my train of thought. Fuck. Well, I don't know what I was talking about. I literally just lost it. Hold on. What was I talking about? Thor. Knowing. Oh, lived experience. So yeah, I don't know anything other than what I've lived. And, and the mountains. So the mountains. Yeah, so the mountains are one thing, right? But really, if you think about it, the entire earth is just one giant mountain at varying levels, at different scales, right? The mountains I live in, but this is the mountains right here. Literally, this is the mountains. Like, literally, like, dude, I'll show you some fucking bedrock, dude. So I'll show you. And yeah, bedrock, by the way, not at the bottom of the fucking earth. Bedrock is the crust, is the surface of the earth. Bedrock is what holds everything together. It's, the rock bed that, we all lie on. It's the rock bed of the earth. So the rock bed is not like somewhere deep inside the fucking earth where you can find diamonds in it. No. You can find diamonds in bedrock, yes, but bedrock is on the surface of the fucking earth. It's not inside the earth. So these rocks that like are around here, right? There's diamonds in all these rocks. Well, potentially, not all of them, but some of them. I've already found some. I've already tested them and everything. But I don't give a fuck, dude. Like, I don't care. I'm not a little rat fuck that needs to take from the earth and go and sell it just because it's a fucking pretty rock. That's retarded, dude. That's absolutely fucking retarded. Why don't you leave the pretty rock in the pretty nature so other people can enjoy the pretty rock, dude? Because once you guys steal all the fucking pretty rocks, then you start fabricating fake ones. Like, you idiots think that diamonds are clear. Diamonds are not fucking clear, dude. Diamonds used to be graded by their occlusions, not inclusions, occlusions. 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 The occlusions were the fractures inside the diamond that made it fucked up, and that also then refracted light off of it and reflected light at a bunch of different angles. And so that's how you get a true sparkly fucking diamond. It looks like prison bars. A real, and you guys call it cubic zirconia because you're fucking retarded. Cubic zirconia is not a real thing. Cubic zirconia is fake. So how can you fake fractures inside of a fake diamond if it's not a real diamond? You can't, dude. You guys are sitting here running around with cubic zirconia thinking it's worthless. And you find quartz thinking it's worthless. And the quartz is actually fucking diamonds. And then when you find actual silica, like silica, silica, like in the dirt, you think it's a fucking diamond. Some lady just found a piece of silica in the fucking dirt. and they said it's a 3.8 carat diamond. No, it's not. Diamonds are not in the fucking dirt. Diamonds are in rock, bedrock, the crust of the fucking earth. You can't get diamonds from the dirt. You have to get it from a rock. You have to mine it from a rock. Diamonds are not clear. Diamonds were sold because of the occlusions that made them so fucked up on the inside, like a human, but pretty and sparkly on the outside, like a human. They were literally to mimic the diamond in your eye, the sparkle in your eye. They wanted the same sparkle when they looked at their fucking hand that they got from their partner when they looked them in the eyes. That was the whole point of a wedding ring, dude, was so that you can hold the third eye, the ring, the diamond was the third eye of the person that you love. So anytime you looked in that diamond, you can see your own eyeball reflect into it, and then you can see what that person saw in you when they bought you that diamond to begin with. See, isn't that way more romantic than, oh, I just want to give my bitch some bling. Yeah, let me give my bitch some bling, dude. Yeah, my bitch just needs some bling, dude. No, dude. It ain't about the fucking bling. Stupid bitches. All of you. Life is not about money, dude. Life is about fucking living. And when all you live for is money, then money's all you live for, and that's all you fucking die for, too. If all you live for is money, dude, then you're gonna die by the money, dude. You're gonna fucking die rich. Okay, now what? But you're gonna live poor. Your entire fucking life, you are gonna live poor as fuck. You are gonna be so detached from reality that everyone fucking calls you crazy. And then, enough people call you crazy enough, everybody starts being crazy. Because then everybody's like, oh yeah, I'm like that. Everybody thinks it's a fucking trend to be schizophrenic or autistic or ADHD. Motherfucker, let me tell you, it is not a goddamn trend. I am max ADHD, max autistic, schizophrenic out the fucking ass, and I am more coherent than all you motherfuckers. Because I am grounded to the fucking earth, dude. Because I don't sit here and lie to myself that I know what the fuck's going on in this world. Because I don't. I don't know shit, dude. Other than what I know. And what I know is only what I lived. And what I lived is the only thing I know. And that's the only thing I fucking talk about. I don't lie. I don't need to. You fucking retards lie enough. You motherfuckers make up your own stories just based on what you think of me. You don't know anything about me. And already I know. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I know exactly what you're thinking. Yeah. No teeth. Oh, he was probably a drug addict. Oh, he's probably this and that. Yeah, I was a drug addict. You're right. Was. Not anymore. Yeah, I fucking... See that bad boy? See that? That's healed. That's healed. That fucking thing hurt so bad. Like it was a fucking black hole and a quasar going supernova at the same time, bro. No lie. Did I go to the hospital and get medicine? Fuck no, I didn't. My sister offered to take me. I was like, no, it's fine. No, because I'm not a little fucking bitch, dude. I want the pain and suffering because then it builds tolerance. You little fucking pussies. You guys all run from comfort. I mean, you run from discomfort and you run towards comfort. Well, when you run towards comfort, then you become soft like a bitch, dude. You become a soft little fucking marshmallow pussy ass bitch. And that's what all of you fucking humans have become. Well, 99% of you. There's still a few out there that, aren't brain dead fucking idiots. But not many. Most of the people that you let lead this country are brain dead fucking idiots. Trump is not one. Trump is good. Elon is a fucking idiot. Dirac, fucking idiot. Ramanujan or whatever the fuck his name, Ramajan or whatever, the guy that got his equations written on his tongue from a goddess named Najiri, the guy was schizophrenic, documented. Dirac was documented schizophrenic. Einstein was schizophrenic. Edison, schizophrenic. You fucking idiots, let schizophrenics run the fucking world. Because you fucking idiots couldn't parse their so-called intelligence because it was not intelligence. It was fucking hallucinations and it was insanity. It was fucking insanity and you guys took it for genius. Because you couldn't understand it, so you figured, oh, well, they just must be really smart then. because we can't understand that. No, retards. You're all fucking retarded. That's the point. None of you are intelligent. None of you have intelligence. You think you do, but you cannot have intelligence, dude. Nobody is intelligent. Not even me. I'm not intelligent. I'm a fucking dumbass, a jackass, and a smartass all in one. I'm just a fucking ass, dude. But you know what? When you're an ass, you get treated like shit. And when you get treated like shit, nobody gives a fuck about you. Nobody wants to mess with you. Nobody wants to talk to you. Nobody wants anything to do with you. And that is exactly the way that I like it. That is exactly why I am an ass to everyone. So that way, they'll treat me like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because an ass produces shit. And so, if I'm an ass and I produce shit, then shit is what I'm going to produce. And get, garbage in, garbage out, garbage in. Same thing. So, if I'm just a fucking ass, big old fucking asshole, and which just produces shit, and everybody treats me like that, then I am the only truest motherfucker alive. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to treat me like shit because to expect them not to is fucking stupid. They're going to treat you like shit, no matter what. It doesn't matter what you do. There's always going to be people who treat you like shit. You can literally be the president of the United States, and there are tons of people who will treat you like shit. Like literally, you could be Elon Musk. You could be anybody, right? I don't have a problem with Elon Musk. He's just not intelligent. He's a fucking retard. He's a fucking idiot. He thinks he's intelligent. He can't even go into space, dude. You guys remember the very first time he launched a rocket tried to launch a rocket to space, and the fucking thing blew up? And everybody's like, oh, the firmament, it's real. Yeah, no, it's not a firmament, okay? It's literally just the fucking magnetosphere and the ionosphere, and together they make a force field. That's the reason why we don't get sucked up into space, dude. That's why we don't get sucked up into space. Is because there's a force field, aka the magnetosphere and the ionosphere, that encloses us and the moon like a fucking snow globe. Okay? Like a snowman, really. It's more like a snowman, but like the balls are connected. Like an 8. It's like an 8. And so you got the moon, and you got us. And if you guys remember correctly, back in the day, the number 8 used to be a small circle on top, and a big circle on the bottom, like a snowman. Okay, that's where the snowman came from. Or that's where the 8 came from. Either way, one of them got the idea from the other one. One of them stole the idea from the other one. But a snowman has 3, so I'm thinking that maybe the 8 came first. I don't know. Anyways, doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking matter. None of us can verify this, so it doesn't matter. That is a minor detail that just doesn't fucking matter. So, the 8 is literally sideways infinity, because if you turn an 8 sideways, the old 8, the original 8, with the little circle on top and the big circle on bottom, then you would get the moon and the earth. Okay? That's what the fucking 8 was for, was to show the moon and the earth are both in a, figure 8. The moon, the earth, and then, so earth, moon, and then it just goes figure 8 like that. The sun goes like that. The sun goes like that. So there isn't even a dark side of the moon, dumbasses. We just can't see the other side of the fucking moon from the angle we're looking at it at. So yeah, of course you think it's dark, but if you can't see it and it's lit up, it's still gonna be dark because you can't fucking see it, because the whole fucking ass moon is blocking the other side of the moon. The moon is not like some fucking see-through shit, dude. Like, none of this is hard to figure out. I learned all of this in 3rd grade. I knew all of this in 3rd grade, which is why in 3rd grade, I realized that the only way to help you idiots was to subject myself to the absolute worst of all of you. And that's what I did. And I spent my life literally pissing everybody off and doing everything wrong on purpose. So that way when I reached 41, because I'm 41 now. So that way when I reach 41, I will have lived a third of my life, because before, the average lifespan was 120. Now, the average lifespan for a male is 80. Fucking crazy. How have we lost 40 years in 40 years? We've literally cut 40 years off our average lifespan, average max lifespan of 120. We've cut off 120 max average years down to 80 max average. How? How have you guys removed 40 years of a person's life that they haven't even lived yet? You guys are just automatically saying, no, men, they only live to like 80, 85, so, you know, once they're like 40, they're over the hill, man. Once they're 40, you know, once you reach 40, 41, you're over the hill. Motherfuckers, no, you're not. There is no hill. The only hill is the one you choose to climb, like the one I'm climbing right now. But guess what, dude? I don't feel like climbing this hill. Oh, look, now it's not a hill. Now it's downhill, dude. Look at that. Look at that. Now it's downhill. Oh, wow. And then look, I can go sideways too. And then look, eventually, watch this. I go sideways, right? I'm not going uphill. I'm going flat right now. Watch this though. There's the hill right there, right? There's a hill. Okay, watch this. I'm going flat. I'm walking flat. Not a hill. It might be a slight incline. You know, it's not a hill. To me, it's flat. Like, it's such a slow incline that to me it's flat. You know? Like, I'm literally, I just dip down. You know, now I'm going to dip up over here. So I'm literally walking flat. Like, you know, but now look, watch this. So instead of continuing up that fucking hill like a retard, I've walked sideways, flat. Now look. Skadoosh. Flat again. And I was over there. And look, now, where'd the hill go? That's flat, dude. From there to there, that is a flat plane that inclines upward, yes. But that's not a hill. That's not a fucking hill. What I was just walking up was a hill. That is just an incline. An incline is not a hill. A hill is something that you have to walk up and over like an anthill. There's a walk up and you can't see on the other side. A mountain, what you guys call mountains, like that you ski on, that's just a fucking hill, dude. That's not a mountain. Where I'm in right now is a mountain. Think about it. When people talk about a mountainous range, you know, or mountainous, you know, whatever. Bro, they're talking about something humongous, dude. Mount Rainier, Mount St. Helens, those are not big mountains. You guys think they're big because at a distance, you see them and they look big. But they're not that big. They're really not even that big. Mount Everest, not big at all. People think the incline is big. The incline is steep, yes. But the mountain itself is literally smaller than all of this right here. And this is all mountains. I'm literally in the fucking mountains, dude. The Arbuckle Mountains. They're one of the largest mountain ranges in the fucking world. Used to be the biggest until they discovered more. But it used to be the biggest mountain range in the world. And this mountain is literally just a pancake of Mount Rainier, right? If you take Mount Rainier is literally just like a funnel, like a cone, you know, and then think about that cone as a symbol, like a you know, drum set symbol. So like a bugle chip, you know. But anyways, you take like a funnel, right? They make them now, collapsible funnels. Those funnels that you can collapse flat. The Arbuckle Mountains are the funnel collapsed. Mount Rainier, Mount Everest, all those, that's just the funnel uncollapsed, like, you know, spread out. So a mountain, what you guys call a mountain, is not a mountain. That's a hill. You guys make mountains out of molehills. That's where the fucking saying came from. Because you literally think that a mountain is something that you have to ascend and reach the top to defeat it, to like overcome it. Bro, you climbing up a mountain literally does nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing, dude. Except for get yourself killed, get somebody else killed, or pretend that you've done it 32 times and get your face on the news for being the Everest man and the other woman who, I can tell you right now, neither one of those fucking idiots climbed that fucking mountain. Where's the proof? Were they with? No, they just said they did it. They said it and people believed it, and because enough people believed it and then repeated it, it became the truth. Because all somebody did was like, oh yeah, I've climbed that. I've climbed that like 20 times. They're like, what? No way. They're like, yeah. And the person who's saying this has no reason to lie, right? Well, that's what the other person thinks. Everybody lies. Dr. House, think about it. And this TV show, Dr. Everybody lies. Everybody wants to look cool in front of other people. For whatever dumbass fucking reason. I don't understand why you fucking humans need to look cool in front of other people, bro. Because I'm going to tell you right now, none of you are cool. I'm not cool. Nobody's cool, dude. I'm fucking burning up. I'm just kidding. I'm not really, but no, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but we are not cool. We are literally 98 fucking degrees, dude. We are literally you're almost 100 fucking degrees. Bro, you pussies touch 100 degrees with your fingers and you think it burns you. Motherfucker, your own body temperature is the same fucking temperature. And you think touching something that's 90 degrees is hot. You think 90 degree water is hot. You guys take hot showers in 100 degree water. Brother, you're literally taking a lukewarm shower. You're literally taking a shower that matches your fucking body temperature. And you guys think it's hot. No, that's just your brain telling you it's hot because you're fucking stupid. Because humans are only conscious beings. Your body that we live in, this body, is just a shell, dude. We just can't change our shells like a crab, or a hermit crab. That's why people become hermits and not hermit crabs, because they just stay in their shell and don't reach out to anybody, Hermit crabs go in their shell and they come back out and they change their shell, They're fluid. They're laminar flow. They're, mercury. So, man, y'all just need to, fucking figure this shit out, dude. Because I got some beautiful ladies waiting for me.